Greetings everyone, and Great here. Another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on the south side as the blue Ottomans, we have Moonshine. On the north side as the magenta Incans, we have LukasL. And sorry about that, let me just fix this. I don't know why occasionally it does this, where I have this down to minimal, and it doesn't want to stay there occasionally. Or it is there, just doesn't want to be there. Let's see now. Let's take a look and see what natives on the map. Of course, we do have the House of Habsburg. They should have really funny faces, right? We do have the mountain infantry, a heavy range cavalry, which also could be dismounted to be not a ranged cavalry, but a heavy infantry. This one become a skirmisher. So wait. Does it become a skirmisher or musketeer variant? Is it a heavy musketeer or skirmisher? Not sure. Need somebody to pull it out so I can take a better look at it. And of course, we do also have the House of Yagalon, which something knows as well. Unit and resources they've already received age ups or granted again. Okay, no, I'm thinking a different one. We do have, it does have access to Lipkar Tartars and Shock Riders. And there's the other unit here was, of course, the Line Infantry, a Austrian musketeer that gets different benefits from the stances and promotions. Also got the local doggo going down here. Let's see, we have any decks selected. The Ottoman has not selected any but a deck just yet. We do have a deck selected here for the Incans. Let's take a look at his cards. The Incans, we do have the Villagers. Sapa Inca improves the speed, hit points, and leadership aura of your war chief. Not the damage like most other, what's called, Age 1 War Chief stuff, but let's give some extra aura effects. Exotic Hardwoods, the Villagers, Gold, Chimu Runners, Boom Spearmen, Jungle Bowmen, Hurrah, increase the duration of the poison damage. It's also increased damage, so all the action, projectile, all action damage plus 20%. I don't know exactly what it does, but maybe just increase the poison damage over time. Not sure the exact effects of it. It seems I don't really put weight in large number of damage over time's effects. Because generally, you tend to kill the thing before it can really take effect. We've got the ranged infantry attack, ranged infantry hit points, War Hut Travis, which also increases the War Hut's hit points by 15%. Chica Brewing Chica beer significantly increases the food production of Contra houses and allows priests to gather coins. This increases Contra houses' food collection rate by 60%. More villagers, 2 town centers, Chimu runners, melee infantry combat, Bolos warriors, Hurlakas. Chimu support sends 10 Chimu runners, increase their hit points by 20%. Charmaka support sends 9 Jungle, improve their bonus damage versus heavy infantry. Sends a Stronghold Travis, Travas, Travois, however you pronounce it. Son of Init greatly increases the damage of your war chief who inflicts a damage in the area and gains a swashbuckler attack. Plus 500% of all damage is quite a bit. Oh, sad. I'm not sure what that's referring to. I wasn't really paying attention. I saw something about somebody picked up 125 gold, which actually seems like quite significant. High ground. War Huts get 5 range and 15 line of sight, including town centers and strongholds and tombos. There are farm villagers gather resources faster from farms and estates, plus 20%, as well as make their upgrades research 25% faster or 75% faster. It looks like 25% faster. We do have the Trikwas Scout now engaged by a pair of Ottoman villagers. It does get bashed there. Ottomans eyeing for a forward barracks there, so we may eyeing for some Janissaries or heavy infantry. Probably for Azaps, I'm guessing. Gunman does go down. And now let's take a look, and does go for the Travis's melee. Has another shipment available as well. Let's take a look, see what the Ottoman's eyeing for. The Ottoman does have 2 trade posts going for villagers. Silk Road, your resource crates get plus 25% resources. The rest of the game, you get a bit of a trickle of gold. Villagers, wood, gold. Azaps, Janissaries, Delis, Kerbex, increase the hit points of Abascunders and Harumbakis. Advanced Arsenal, we do now have... Oh, was designed to pull out stable here. It is automatic constructing this, we must got some sort of... oh, there's the villagers right there, the Yorks. We do have Wood Gold, Janissaries, Endurance School, increase the attack and hit points of Azaps, Janissaries, and Nizam Fusiliers, Sapahis, Cavalry Archers. Janissaries trying to run away from plumed archers. Let's get a volley there. And we've also got the local doggo supporting the Janissaries, Bonito. Let's go with that one there. So got the Plague Doctor, one of the natives, treasure guardians on the map. The Explorer will take him down there. A couple Janissaries remain. Looks like the Plumed Spearman will lose to the Janissary. 13 damage with 15 damage. So it's like Janissaries have also pretty good melee damage versus Plumed Spearman. Janissary's base cost is 115. Plumed Spearman probably around 105 if I remember correctly. Now this Explorer will go down from Magenta, and will he save the Janissary in time? The Explorer taking a lot of abuse, and the Explorer does go down. Janissary does get saved. Explorer's got more Sipahi Cavalry Archers, Abascuns, Falconets, Arpalikar, increased attack and hit points of Ottoman Artillery, Abascunders, and Haramkas. Higher Egyptian Mamelukes, sent delivers 4 Mamelukes. 16 pop, so each one's 4 populations, so it must be pretty high quality. And we got Factory. Let's see if we see any more Plumed Spearmen for me to click on. There's some Jungle Bowmen there. There's a couple Plumed Spearmen here. And they do cost 115 as well. So let's see, 170 health. Let's compare them to Janissaries. That's a mutual comparison, but at this point in time, Janissaries seem like they have better melee attack, they have more health. The Janissaries are just straight up, maybe just straight up better than the Plumed Spearmen at the moment. They have more health. They do have 20% melee resistance. So does Janissaries. Huh. At this point in time, looks like Janissaries are greater than Plumed Spearmen on 1v1, even in melee. So going for mass Janissaries against Plumed Spearmen is a good option. Those both are mixed in Jungle Bowmen, which are Archaic Archer, which means like a light skirmisher in my opinion. Even lighter infantry. Now let's get both versus heavy infantry, which Janissary are classified. They do outrange Janissary, 16 range as opposed to base Musketeer 12. The Janissaries do have good damage, 20 damage. Looks like now the strength gets under siege. He's going for more Plumed Spearmen, and got some Grenadiers spawn on the field. The unique Haramka. Not sure what's unique about the most Grenadiers. Most don't deploy on Grenadiers whatsoever, but they do have good siege damage, or range damage, good siege damage, bit of AoE effect to go along with it. Of course, not very effective versus shock infantry, so Chimu. Honestly, those Chimu runners will probably be pretty good against them, but of course they can't go to melee against the Ottomans. They do a little bit of bonus damage. Though not too significant, honestly. Abascons are plotting field. They're, of course, a good gun, lightweight siege weapon. Not even classified as siege. They're already light infantry unit, of course. So they do get bonus. They're basically like a skirmisher variant. Just really heavy. I do not believe Plumed Spearmen are a good option at this point in time, which not only the Abascons will counter them, these Grenadier variants, they don't do bonus damage for them, but the AoE effect will make that they tend to stack up, so the AoE effect will be doubly effective versus them. And Janissaries just outright beat them in 1v1 in melee, not let alone having all the capability of shooting a gun as well. So I guess if you ever look at this replay and you think about using Plume Spearman against Janissaries, don't. Of course, he does have access to a... Actually, no, nothing for melee cards. That's in the next age. Oh, the Ottoman player does have access to a card that also improves Obelisk Gunners. Okay, no, that's not Janissaries' hit points. Another side has a hit point to improve Plume Spearman versus Janissary. More Jungle Bowman is a good idea. Grenadiers, or these guys, are considered heavy infantry as well, so more Bowman is a good idea, a good weapon against them. Of course, light infantry tend to have less health as well, so they will get hurt by them if they get into range. They do have 14 range, which is apparently longer than Janissaries, so they have good throwing arms. Especially for versus wooden structures meant for markets. We got some Deli here. Excuse me, a heavy cav, as well as some Shimi runners, a shock infantry unit. Grenadier does take a bit of damage there. Does get a good volley there as well. Grenadier fires another. Those grenades are doing some good work there. Shimi runners now advancing along the flank. These guys, the Ibis comes do less damage versus hand shock. So he has to make Michael the Obelisk Gunners away from the shock infantry. Of course, they don't do any less damage versus light infantry, so shooting light infantry like the bowman is perfectly fine for them. Janissaries now entering melee mode, very good. And right now, the Incan player is just getting annihilated. Grenades are hitting. Grenade's best way to describe as an anti-infantry unit without doing bonus infantry unit. Just thanks to their splash damage. Of course, having them engaged in melee is not a good idea, though they apparently have decent hand attack, 28 hand attack. They are expensive though, nearly 200 resources. So you really don't want to get them into melee attack. These Conchi houses starting going down to do quite a good amount of food income. Ottoman player, it has a bit of popular space, not a whole lot, going for some AZAP in shipment. The Inca player is eyeing for more Cure. More Chimi runners. No, he does cancel, or nope, he is eyeing to play some Chimi runners as well as some jungle bowmen. The Inca player does have quite a bit of resources stockpiled up, so he can go ahead and get more out. The Ottoman player does, of course, have 2 trade posts at the moment. Both explorers are down here. Looks like the Ottoman explorer went down a bit more recently than the Inca one. They're about roughly the same time. I wonder if they knock each other over. Does get a decent volley there. Gotta make sure he might with the Ibis Gunners behind. Chimera's receive hit damage. Grenadiers do less damage versus the hand shock infantry, so they need to make sure they're targeting the bowmen. And now he's eyeing to engage the Janissaries into melee. Janissaries do have bonus damage versus cavalry and shock infantry in melee. Chimi runners are trying to find the Obelisk Gunners. Doing a good job of running them around. More delis spawn field. Bazaars or delis versus Chimi runners perfectly fine. So they're taking a lot of hits there. Many of the Chimi runners have gone down. And now the delis will be sort of picked apart there for doing little there. And now the Explorer does go back up. He can quickly take it out for some EXP. And Explorers are not immune to grenades. An amount of bison being collected over here. Bison being clicked on the back line, so blue is obtaining the bison more outwards on the map. It still has a safe little deposit of the land tanks. And he's really eyeing for some gold here. The Ottoman player has 17 villagers of gold. Inca has 20. 35 versus 38. Looks like the Ottoman is only slightly behind in villager count. Nothing too significant though. More chimney runners, more bowmen advancing on forward. Not a whole lot of Albus gunners. He stopped building Albus gunners since his opponent stopped rolling out spearmen, which is probably good. Janissary does get picked off there by the jungle bowman. And I say that there's another wave of Albus gunners now floating on the field. Finds a good attack opportunity there. Guy has a couple A-zaps in the mix of everything. And the chimney runners are starting to go on down. Janissary just trying to engage in melee. Good hits there. Bowman start going down. Does have, of course, his proxy barracks here, so he got a good flank there with the Janissaries. Now he's getting ripped apart. Thanks to a frontline reinforcement acting as a flank, and Magenta does cast in GG. This downgrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.